What's up, y'all? I'm gonna be showing you real quick how I lock these bases into this top for this desk. Um, Real simple, real easy. Just a couple tricks and tips for those who may not know or may just need to see things a different way. One, you can't glue bases to the top. You can never really glue any top at all in woodworking, because when you do that, you don't allow room for movement in the wood, because somehow when you cut down a tree, that wood just is still alive or something. I mean, it's not alive, but it acts like it's alive because you have to allow for the movement. In the winter, it shrinks because it's cold. Not because it's cold, but because there's no moisture in the air. So all the moisture that comes from the wood is absorbed and it shrinks. And in the summer, when there's a lot of humidity in the air and that moisture can go into the wood, swells. So you always have to keep that in mind. If you try to glue, then the wood's going to crack. You know, it's going to crack, the glue's going to crack, things are going to crack because it wants to move and you're trying to keep it in a stagnant place. You know, it's going to crack. So we have to come up with different ways to do it. And you can do all kind of things. You can use figure 8 clamps, which is basically just a figure 8. You screw on one side and then you screw on the other side and then clamps together. You can use Z clamps that kind of go into a groove into it, all kind of clamps. Today, for my purposes, I'm going to be using these L clamps, which is going to, I'm going to lay it like this. It's going to go to this part, this part that's long in the air. That part is going to go on the base, and that's going to hook to the base, and then the bottom part that I have in my hand is going to hook to the top. So you'll see, because I'm going to show you guys the process. And the first thing I have to do is flip it over to the top, so the top is on the bottom. This way is just so much easier just to line everything up, and it will also make it easier so when I do assemble the base at the client's house, then I can assemble it right side up, because the placements for the L clamps will already be in place. You know, it'll be simple, easy. I already marked everything out. Everything will be easy at that point. So, you know, do the hard work now. And we put the 2 bases on top. Line those up. Once I line those up, I'm going to add these batteries on top to add the weight so they don't move, and then boom, add the clamps, and everything is going to be good from there. It's a pretty simple process. Just want to show you guys, you know, how it goes. So yeah, let's get into it. now we got everything locked in, so everything's good to go for the final assembly. Pretty simple process. You know, that's one of the best things about doing the tops and not having to glue it, is that as long as you line everything up pretty good, you know, you'll be fine. It's pretty simple. But yeah, thanks for watching. As always, we are created to create, so keep on.